in Portland? Nice. I like it. Their whole motto is they keep it weird over there. Right? And they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job. Go check it out. Everyone's pulling their weight in that town. Making it weird. I did that show in Seattle, and then I took the train down to Portland. And when I got to the train station, I came across a young lady who I hope was on drugs. You ever meet anyone like that? Where you just go, ooh, I hope that's not permanent. I hope that was a decision. I hope you decided for that to happen. I hope you're having a great time while the rest of us are mortified for you. This is what she was doing. She was lined up against the street sign, just doing this right here, just going, ah. And I'm like, which drug is that one? I've never seen this before. I'm trying to walk by while she's doing that. She sees me and she yelled at me. She goes, you look like Jesus. And I said, thank you, and I kept walking, because you don't slow down for that. You don't keep that conversation going. You cut that off right there. You go, thank you, you just reminded me I don't walk fast enough. I appreciate it. So I'm trying to walk off, she yelled at me again. She goes, throw me a blessing, Jesus. I was like, oh. Well, I can't let my children down. I gotta throw this girl a blessing. What if this is a big day for her? What if this is where she turns her life around? Because she got to meet who she thinks is Jesus at the Portland train station. I can't leave her hanging. This could be a monumental day in this woman's life. I have to throw her a blessing. Here's the problem, though. I've never seen a blessing thrown. I've never seen it go down. Is it underhand? I've never seen it happen. So I had to think quick. I had to think on my feet. This is what I came up with. I just turned and pointed at her and went, you got it. That's how I threw my first blessing. It's very nice. I like being married. I wouldn't want to be single. It looks awful out there. I don't know how you do it. Everyone just has to smile a lot. I like being married because I get to be honest. We know each other, you know? We know each other, but when you're single, you always have to be on your best behavior because you don't know who's coming around the corner. It could be your soulmate just coming around the corner. You can't be all down in the dumps. You gotta be like, hi! And I don't like that. I just like to be myself. So I enjoy being married. I cried at my wedding. I don't know if that's a shocker for the cat man. It wasn't my fault that I cried. I'm not going to blame me. I'm going to blame my wife, because that's the easy thing to do. I'm going to say it was her fault, because the day before we're doing the walkthroughs, you know, the rehearsals and stuff, and while we're standing up at the altar, she turns to me and she goes, hey, take this seriously tomorrow. And I go, yeah? Okay, yeah. She's like, no, really, I don't want you hamming it up thinking you're at one of your comedy shows. This is serious. There's 15 grand on the line. Don't mess this up. Who are you? But I don't want to mess it up for my wife, so the next day I'm standing there, I'm very serious. I'm like, okay, here we go. And then, like, at that moment, I realized that everyone that was important in my life was sitting there, all dressed up for this big day. They came, and then my wife starts walking down the aisle, and she's gorgeous, and her father's walking her down the aisle, and he looks the way he does. There's a guy off to the side playing acoustic guitar as they're coming down, and he's not playing like Metallica riffs or something hard. He's playing like Butterfly Kissy coffee shop music. And all of that tornadoed into a thing, and at that moment I realized I've been using comedy to hide my emotions my entire life. What an awful time to find that out. And I just started crying. Not a little bit, not like a respectable one tear, oh, he has a heart. Like ugly, like a... Like everything came out. Everything I never cried about before came out. There's a parakeet that died in middle school that I never fully mourned. I was like, Squawker, no! Like everything came out. Thankfully, one of my groomsmen called me a wuss during the ceremony. Just very quickly went, wuss! And I'm like, oh, he like zapped me out of it. And I was like, thank you, that is why you guys are here. I need to be a man right now and marry my wife. I have been doing adult things, like last November I voted. That was really cool. I did that. I'd never done that before, which is cool. Thank you. You don't need to clap. All right, that's fine. I know it's not that impressive. I went in and went, bleh. That's how I vote. And then they gave me a sticker, and I went, I got a sticker. And that was the whole voting process. I even watched all the debates, which I had never, it was my first season. I had never watched the debates before. I hadn't watched the previous seasons. It was my first season. I picked a weird season to jump in on. That was I was like, this is what I've been missing? This is crazy. It was a weird one. But I'm glad that I watched, because like, I'll be honest with you guys, it's good to pay attention, because in 2012, I didn't vote for Mitt Romney. Not because I knew any of his politics, but only because he had jet black hair with gray on the sides. And I grew up in the 90s, and that's every villain in every cartoon I grew up watching. And I'm like, I can't vote for that guy. He's gonna poison the drinking water and try to kill the Ninja Turtles. I can't have that on my watch. So I watched all the debates. Those debates were so funny. The moderator, I always felt bad for the moderator because everyone kept going over their time. And he kept going, your time is up, your time is up, your time is up. He said it so many times that to a point I was like, I think he might be talking to the country. Like, he's not talking to the candidates. That's a message for us. Hey, your time is up. Head for the hills. Get those canned goods in the four-wheel drive. We're done here. It was so odd. We voted. My voting situation was weird because I voted at my neighbor's house. I don't know if that happened to anyone else. That was my polling place. It was my neighbor's house, which kind of took the shine off the proceedings a little bit. My wife and I, we just walked out of our house. We walked around the block, and my neighbor set it up in his garage. That did not feel official. Like, that is not how you pick the next king. This feels wrong. I went in there, I put my Starbucks on a stack of like empty paint buckets. He gave me a Scantron with a Sharpie. I went to a booth that was snapped together with cardboard. I just remember looking at my wife going, I don't think they're counting these. Call me crazy, we're in a garage right now. So bizarre. I didn't just vote for president, I voted on all the propositions. I read most of them. It's a lot of reading. I went in with good intentions. The first third, I read every line. I was like, informed decision. The next third, I started skimming. There was some skimming that started happening. And that last third, I was just like, yes, yes, no, no. Is there a C? I remember in high school there was a C, if I didn't know. I still thought I did a fine job until we were walking home. My wife was like, hey, what'd you put for the death penalty? And I was like, ooh, that was on there? They should have put that higher up. We messed up in San Diego. Question 1 was like, hey, do you want the Chargers to get a new stadium? Number 85, how do you feel about killing people? A little bit. You have to be careful with the propositions because sometimes you vote stuff in, but it doesn't take action for a couple years. Like, we voted to ban plastic bags in Southern California, maybe all of it, I don't know. But now it kicked in, and it's weird now at the grocery store. It's weird out there because they don't have plastic bags anymore, and they sell them for 10 cents, and that's what they sell them for now. And I don't know who these people are yelling at the cashiers, but they're so timid. When you walk up, and they go, Did you bring your bag? Did you bring your bag? Did you bring it? Did you bring your bag? And I go, no, I didn't. That's you guys. I bring money, you have food and bags. That's how it's been this way for centuries. And then she goes, ugh, it's gonna be 10 cents for a bag. It's gonna be 10 cents. And I go, okay. I had no idea I was filthy rich, apparently, because it's not an issue. Like, who are these people just yelling? Oh, really? Well, then just put it back then. I'm taking my business elsewhere. 10 cents isn't slowing me down. But I guess since people have an issue with it, next time I'm at the grocery store, I'm gonna throw $1 down and I'm gonna go, hey, bags for everybody. That's gonna be the new Making It Rain. He just came in and threw $1 down and made a tornado motion. I took a driving school class here, like when I was learning to drive. It was taught by a trucker who, I loved it. That was my favorite part, is when I got old enough to where teachers didn't have to be certified.
You know what I mean? Like, all throughout your childhood, those teachers are rigorously, like, certified to make sure they know what they're doing. And then you get to high school and they just kind of quit. You know? Like, most of them are, but then you get some teachers who are like, let me tell you about the government. And you're like, what? And you're like, oh, this is an ROP program. All right. This is why he loves wood. He hates society. All right? Starting to put the pieces together. I had a woodshop teacher in high school that, like, you ever meet someone who none of their dreams come true? So now they're, like, stuck at a job and they never let anyone forget it? That was my woodshop teacher. I had a woodshop teacher in high school. His name was Mr. Brent. And he was pretty regular, amongst other things. Like, he had all his fingers. Like, he wasn't one of those guys. You know, he was like, oh, he was missing a hand. No, he had all his stuff. But he was missing most of his heart. Like, he was missing, like, a part or section. He was a hateful man. I think he had goals and dreams, none of it worked out. Or maybe he just loved wood, but he realized he couldn't make a living with wood without teaching it to humans. And so he was just pissed all the time. And of course, woodshop's a stoner class. That's a class you take where you're like, I'm done, I finished that algebra, and now I need to fill my schedule, I'm working wood. That's what it is. That's what it is. Anyone take woodshop here? Clap it up. Cool. Nice. Do you work in wood today? Of course, because no one did. Does anyone work in wood currently? Is anyone running a mantle clock shop as we speak? Just busting out mantle clocks. Anyone making Adirondack chairs to pay the rent? Anyone doing that? No, because it's not a real job. Maybe it was one day, but that shit's made in China. And Mr. Brand couldn't let go. So he's like, and I kind of thought about him, you know, I'm sure he was in high school making his mantle clock. He's like, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. And then he graduated and they're like, that doesn't, what? Like, you might as well have just said you wanted to be The Rock. Like, that's not going to happen. And he's like, well, you can teach these stoner kids that don't want to be in school. And he's like, damn it. And so that's where he was. He would just yell at us constantly. I remember one day he lost it on us and he just went around the room and he asked each of us what our dream was. And then he told us why we wouldn't make it. I know that sounds like I just made that up out of thin air. That was a real thing that happened my junior year of high school. And it was one of my favorite moments of school. Because it was this moment where he was just being brutally honest with us. And he went around the room. He started with this kid, Brock. I went to the school. This kid, Brock, he was like pretty much like the Spicoli of our high school. He loved to surf. He had cool long hair. And he loved surfing. And he's like, what are you going to do with your life, Brock? And Brock was like, I want to be a professional surfer. And he's like, oh yeah? Well, have you already won any national championships? Because Kelly Slater won 2 national championships before he was even 15. You haven't done that? That means you're never going to make it. And you should realize that now before it's too late. And Brock's just like, what the hell? Like, you can see tears welling up in his eyes. Everyone in class is like, what the hell's happening? I'm dying laughing. Because, like, I can't believe this is happening outside of a movie, you know? Then I went to the next person, what do you want to be? I want to be a writer, Mr. Brown. You can't even read. Are you kidding me? Like, he just destroyed every student going down. And I'm dying laughing. This is the most entertaining thing that's ever happened in my 4 years at San Marcos High School. And then it comes to me, because he sees me laughing. He goes, Zoltan, what the hell are you laughing about? And I go, this is beautiful. That's all I could get at. I'm like, this is beautiful. And he goes, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I'm like, I want to be a woodshop teacher like you, Mr. Brand. And there was a pause, and then he just kicked me out of class. And I had to go to the office and explain what happened. And I explained it, of course, my way. You know, they're like, what happened? He asked me what I wanted to do with my life. And then what'd you say? I said, I want to be a woodshop teacher like he was, and he kicked me out of class. And the principal, who I think knew how I meant it, but couldn't admit it, because then we're both admitting that guy's a loser, just had to go, oh, we all have bad days.
Yeah, I got a cat named Jessica. Thank you. I'm a cat person. Are there any other cat people out there? Yeah? Got some cat people here? Nice. I'm guessing the rest of you are dog people. Is that what it is? Yeah. I'm not anti-dog. You know. Every time I tell someone I'm a cat person, like, what does that mean? You don't like dogs? No, that's not what that means. It just means I like other people's dogs. I like dogs, I just like them over there. And I'll play with them, but then go back over there. I don't like that kind of energy in my house. You know what I mean? That annoying dog, best friend in your face all the time energy. Just like, yeah! I love you. You're home. Where have you been? It creeps me out. I don't care for that. I don't like that at all. Just in your face. Like, you want to go out? There's a tree. I know this tree. You want to hang out at this tree? What if I just keep breathing into your face? Ugh. All the time? No, thank you. That's why I like cats. Cats are more like, hey, what are you up to? Never mind. I just remembered I don't care. I'll be in the kitchen. I'll see you later. I like that. I don't need a best friend at the house. I just need like an apathetic roommate that sometimes wants to hang out. Like a dog, you can pet a dog's belly all day. They'll never get tired of it, just all day. Just like, yeah, man, never stop. You're the best. Hopefully not that creepy, but you get the idea. A cat you can pet for what, 2, maybe 3 seconds? Until it's like, all right, get away from me. I have my own things going on. I got a pile of clean laundry to lay on. Get away from me. That's what my cat does. It waits for the pile of clean laundry we haven't folded yet and just rubs on it while making eye contact. Just like, everyone's gonna know. So bothersome. My wife, she has a new hobby. She's really into special needs animals. I don't know if that's made its way out here in Provo. If you don't know what special needs animals are, they're animals. They have special needs. That is all. There's this one, Oscar the blind cat. It was a cat that was born without any eyes. And they have a like page on Facebook. And my wife goes on there every day and cries. And that's what she does for fun. That's what she does for a good time. And it's weird, because I come home and she's just on the computer like, and you know, me being a guy, I always think it's something I did. And then she goes, no. And then she turns the computer and it's Oscar the blind cat. And you're like, look at Oscar. And he's adorable. He has no eyes. Just, and I'm like, oh. And then she goes, I want a special needs animal. I want one. I'm like, you don't ask for one. You get bestowed one. Because I don't know, where do you can't just go to the pound. Be like, hey, what do you have in the back? Like, that's not how that works. I need like a 3-legged dog or a cat with something. What do you have? You can't do that. That's why, you know, we got Jessica at the pound. That's where we got Jessica. And we didn't name her Jessica. They named her at the pound. And people always ask, like, why don't you change your name? Because that's wrong. You don't change someone's name. That's rude. Like, if you adopt a kid from another country, you can't just be like, yep, can't pronounce that. Your name's Jeff now. That's rude. You learn that person's name. So I got a cat named Jessica. Very much your fan. Jessica's overweight. She weighs more than she should for a cat, which sucks, because when people come over, no one blames the cat in that scenario. You know what I mean? No one comes over and goes, what happened here, sweetheart? A little heavy on the carbs? No, they look at you and they go, what'd you do to her? And that's not fair, because I try. We have the laser pointer. I got the stick with the feather. I'm always running around my house. Come on, sweetheart, let's get the cardio going. But she's not that into it. My wife and I, we bought diet formula kibble. They make diet formula kibble, and they have rules. Just 1 cup per day, because you're on a diet, Jessica. We tried. But then at 2 a.m, Jessica would come into our bedroom at night, climb onto our bed, and then stand on my head. 22.5 pounds of her, you guys, on my skull. And she would come down into my ear and just go, meh, meh. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, this diet is over. I had no idea that's how you felt about it. I apologize. I am getting up right now and cooking you some bacon. Let's get after it. I don't have any children, but if I'm out in public and I see a parent of an overweight child, I make eye contact and I go, I get it. Does that little fella stand on your head at night and scream in your ear? I get it. Give him what he wants. We need our sleep. My wife and I always sleep on a memory foam mattress. That's what we sleep on. Anyone else here rocking the memory foam mattress? It's the best mattress in the world. It's the most comfortable, is it not? It's the best. That mattress is made for sleeping and sleeping only. Don't do anything else on that mattress. It was not created for that. That is not why scientists came together. It's made for resting comfortably, and that is it. I know, because we've tried, and it sucks every time. It's like trying to wrestle in quicksand. It is the worst. You just start sinking in slowly. Stay calm, stay calm. Just try to get your leg out. Just breathe, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes on the horizon. Try to get your leg out. Get your leg out. I'm gonna get some help. Jessica, we need some help. But she can't help. She just stands on our backs and pushes us in further. Well, I did that. I'd never done that before. Which is cool. Thank you. You don't need to clap. All right, that's fine. I know it's not that impressive. I went in and went, "Boo." That's how I vote. And then they gave me a sticker. And I went, I got a sticker. And that was the whole voting process. I even watched all the debates, which I had never, it was my first season. I had never watched the debates before. I hadn't watched the previous seasons. It was my first season. Picked a weird season to jump in on. That was I was like, this is what I've been missing? This is crazy. It was a weird one. But I'm glad that I watched, because like, I'll be honest with you guys, it's good to pay attention, because in 2012 I didn't vote for Mitt Romney. Not because I knew any of his politics, but only because he had jet black hair with gray on the sides. And I grew up in the 90s, and that's every villain in every cartoon I grew up watching. And I'm like, I can't vote for that guy. He's gonna poison the drinking water and try to kill the Ninja Turtles. I can't have that on my watch. So I watched all the debates. Those debates were so funny. The moderator, I always felt bad for the moderator because everyone kept going over their time. And he kept going, your time is up, your time is up, your time is up. He said it so many times that to a point I was like, I think he might be talking to the country. Like, he's not talking to the candidates. That's a message for us. Hey, your time is up. Head for the hills. Get those canned goods in the four-wheel drive. We're done here. It was so odd. We voted. My voting situation was weird because I voted at my neighbor's house. I don't know if that happened to anyone else. That was my polling place. It was my neighbor's house, which kind of took the shine off the proceedings a little bit. My wife and I, we just walked out of our house. We walked around the block, and my neighbor set it up in his garage. That did not feel official. Like, that is not how you pick the next king. This feels wrong. I went in there, I put my Starbucks on a stack of, like, empty paint buckets. He gave me a Scantron with a Sharpie. I went to a booth that was snapped together with cardboard. I just remember looking at my wife going, I don't think they're counting these. Call me crazy. We're in a garage right now. So bizarre. I didn't just vote for president. I voted on all the propositions. I read most of them. It's a lot of reading. I went in with good intentions. The first third, I read every line. I was like, informed decision. The next third, I started skimming. There was some skimming that started happening. And that last third, I was just like, yes, yes, no, no. Is there a C? I remember in high school there was a C, if I didn't know. I still thought I did a fine job until we were walking home. My wife was like, hey, what'd you put for the death penalty? And I was like, ooh, that was on there? They should have put that higher up. We messed up in San Diego. Question 1 was like, hey, do you want the Chargers to get a new stadium? Number 85, how do you feel about killing people? Maybe a little bit. You have to be careful with the propositions because sometimes you vote stuff in, but it doesn't take action for a couple years. Like, we voted to ban plastic bags in Southern California, maybe all of it, I don't know. But now it kicked in, and it's weird now at the grocery store. It's weird out there because they don't have plastic bags anymore, and they sell them for 10 cents, and that's what they sell them for now. And I don't know who these people are yelling at the cashiers, but they're so timid. When you walk up, and they go, did you bring your bag? Did you bring your bag? Did you bring it? Did you bring your bag? And I go, no, I didn't. That's you guys. I bring money. You have food in bags. That's how it's been this way for centuries. And then she goes, ugh, it's gonna be 10 cents for a bag. It's gonna be 10 cents. And I go, okay. I had no idea I was filthy rich, apparently, because that's not an issue. Like, who are these people just yelling? Oh, really? Well, then just put it back, then. I'm taking my business elsewhere. 10 cents isn't slowing me down. But I guess since people have an issue with it, next time I'm at the grocery store, I'm gonna throw $1 down and I'm gonna go, hey, bags for everybody. That's gonna be the new Making It Rain. He just came in and threw $1 down and made a tornado motion with his hand. Said bags for, he was like the Oprah of bags. You get a bag, you get a bag. Everybody gets a bag. We carried him out like Rudy. He was our champion. So much silliness. It's weird. I don't care who you voted for. I'm gonna tell my story anyway. I didn't vote for Trump, and one of my best friends did, and we were talking about it. Not yelling, just talking like people, which is weird nowadays. And he asked me, he goes, what are you so scared of? That's what he asked me. He asked me, what are you so scared of? And I was like, oh, that's a weird thing to just narrow down. But I guess the biggest thing that scares me is that historically, nothing good has ever happened in this country when the rednecks are happy. That's the part that scares me. And I'm not saying that can't change in the next 4 to 8 years. I'm just saying historically, that's never been the case. Historically, anytime a large group of people go, woohoo! That's followed by centuries of the rest of us going, we are so sorry. If people are out of line, I apologize. I like it now. It's been a few months so people are more friendly about it, but it got weird there after a while. I blame the internet for that. I blame the internet. Because you argue with people you've never met before. You know, Facebook has taken things away. You can't have acquaintances anymore. Remember acquaintances? They're people you kind of knew. Hey, his name's Dave. Works at the hardware store. We talk about sports. And that's all you knew about Dave. And you like Dave that way. But now you gotta be Dave's friend on Facebook and you're like, whew. Dave is in the Ku Klux Klan. I had no idea. I thought he just liked the Chargers, but no, there was more. There's a lot more. Sound guy's always on a smoke break with the... That was great. He's already on. You will hear your song. Dude, I love it. Thank you all for coming out. One more time for Jody and Bob, everybody. Make it loud. So happy to be here. I love coming to Tacoma. I've been coming here for years, and I like what you've done with the place, all right? You keep it the same, and I appreciate that. A lot of people are like, we're going to refab some stuff. You guys are like, nah, let's just watch it corrode. It's beautiful, but you guys aren't doing anything to it, and I love that about the place. I love it. I love it. I loved the rain this weekend. It was just pouring, just rain with hills. That's what you want to do, right? Yeah, make that umbrella worthless. Your shoes are getting wet. I think that's why you guys are tough, because you guys have had to deal with wet socks. Like, you guys get your socks wet, and then you continue with your day. If I step in a puddle, that day is canceled. That day is up. I'm not walking around with a wet sock. I'm going to get hot foot. Man, I'm going to be a lot to deal with. I don't know. I love the Pacific Northwest. It's beautiful and sad at the same time. It is. It's beautiful but moody. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful and sad. Just like a guy playing saxophone at a bus stop or something. Just beautiful and sad, or like a Las Vegas showgirl on a smoke break, you know, just... Like, it's beautiful and shiny, but also, there's a story there. I love it. It all just, every scene just looks like the end of a movie. All of it. Just, it's so emotional, like you can almost just picture just silence and then just piano keystroke. Just dong, dong, dong. I don't know, man. It's beautiful. I like what you guys have done with Tacoma. I enjoy it. I've had a good time out here. I went to the mall yesterday. I checked out your Tacoma Mall, and that was a good laugh for that mall. I'll tell you what, the Tacoma Mall's doing better than a lot of the other malls around the country. At least all the spots are taken. I go to a lot of malls around the country. There's a lot of places to start a business. At most malls in America, there's a lot of places. And the Tacoma one's pretty full. I mean, one of them is like a tattoo parlor, which is like the last, they're like, I guess, we'll take anything. It's so weird. It's a tattoo parlor right next to a Panera. And it's like over here, they're like, and over there, they're making a salad. And I'm like, I could use like 2 walls to separate that. Like, there's skin being penetrated over there, and then over here they're making a sandwich. I don't care for that. But yeah, I went to the mall because I went to go buy a gift for my wife, and I'm glad malls still exist because I need people. I need help with people. Every time I've bought anything online, it's been a complete disaster. All right? Every time. It's never the right thing. It's the worst thing that it could have ever been. It's the wrong size. Have you ever bought groceries online? Has that ever worked out? Has everything come the way you wanted it? Can we all get together? Can we get a universal measure on bananas? For the love of God, can we get a universal measure? I told my wife, let me take care of the groceries. I'll order them. And I was like, they sent me 1 banana. All right? I didn't know that's what they meant. That's how you buy. If someone's like, get bananas, be like, yeah, there you are. You grab them. Just grab. They ripped a banana off and sent it to my house. How disrespectful is that? Is that what you think I did? You thought I woke up hungover and ordered a banana? And then a normal amount of everything else? No one over there thought, hey, maybe text this guy. I think there's some kind of miscommunication. There's no way he just wants 1 banana. Like, dude, I bet you Bezos is laughing somewhere. Because I was using Amazon Fresh. I bet he's still connected. He's probably on a yacht in the Mediterranean. He just gets a ding, just with his weird-looking wife, and he just... We got another one, just 1 banana. Let's tap into his Ring doorbell so we can see his reaction. This is awful. My wife yelled at me. Why would you order 1 banana? I was like, you really think that's the plan? You thought that's what I pulled my phone out for? And then the next time I went on Amazon Fresh, I'm like, all right, give me 5 bananas. It showed up, I was furious. All right, dude. I chased the guy down and I go, hey, this is a house. Why would you give me am I opening a Jamba Juice? Like, what do you think I'm doing? They dropped off 50 bananas. Dude, they dropped 50 bananas. We still have bananas. We got 50 bananas. We got 150 fruit flies. It's a disaster at my house. You can't order anything online. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. And so that's why I'm glad malls exist, because I need help. I need help. There's people there. Then they'll go, maybe not that. Because I wanted to buy my wife a nice gift, so I went to Nordstrom, I went to the jewelry section, and I just stood there until someone came up, because someone will come. If you're a man and you just stand in the jewelry section, after about 5 minutes, they're like, I guess he's not going to rob us. So he would have pulled out the hammer by now and just started smashing. And they come by, and it's a very nice lady, and she's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to buy, my wife's birthday's on Thursday, and I'm trying to buy her like a nice piece of jewelry. She likes gold. She's like subtle. She's classy. She likes like subtle pieces, so not too gaudy. You know, is that help?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's great. Just so you know, you're looking at phone cases right now, so why don't we get you positioned over yonder?" And you can take a look at that. And I'm like, "Thank you so much. That is what I needed right there." I don't know. I've very much had a good time. I like it. This is like soup weather. I like that. This is the kind of weather you can enjoy a nice bowl of soup. And you don't feel bad about yourself. You're like, "No, I need this to survive." It's cold and wet out there. This is where you have to create your heat from within. You're like, I need soup, I need a grilled cheese, I need an IPA. And you just like, and it just works. And you put on a flannel, and you're like, is that guy fat or a power lifter? What is that? Flannel's the best. Flannel's like, that guy hunts with his bare hands. It's such a good look. Thank you. I like how you guys are getting these jokes on your own time. There's like some laughs in unison, and then a couple people just I feel like I'm conducting a middle school band. There's just one guy with the cymbals who's like a half a Mississippi off. I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Now. Oh, man. But I very much enjoy it. Flew in on Thursday. That was fun. I had a nice flight. I got to sit next to a baby, which was fun. I don't have an issue sitting next to babies. I think babies are just being babies. I have noise-canceling headphones, and we put those to the test. And the baby won, I will tell you. Bose technology has nothing on a baby. That baby smoked that technology. I didn't have a problem with the baby. I was judging the mom, though, because she had which is weird for me to judge the parent. I don't have any kids, but I still feel like I get to judge. I don't think you have to have the same merits to just judge somebody. That's part of being human. Hey, what the hell are you doing with that? It's like, you ever even dealt with this? No, but I'm watching you do it, and it feels wrong. Yeah? Like, her baby would not stop moving. This baby did not want to be on this flight. None of us want to be on this flight. It was early. It was 5 in the morning, and this baby's like, "I don't want to be on this flight." And she's like, "It's going to be all right." And then the flight attendant comes by, "Can I get a boiling hot coffee?" And it's like, that's what you want to add to that mess? That's what you want to put on that little tray while the baby's like, and then I'm just sitting here just waiting for the moment. I moved my phone over. I'm like, let's not ruin the phone. And I'm trying to decide what part of my thigh I want to get a first-degree burn. And I'm like, why are you confident in this? Like, is that, I didn't know, I couldn't tell if this mom had a death wish. Like, yeah, burn us. That might shut her up. Piping hot coffee, flailing baby. And the way this mom got the baby to calm down is she took a bunch of snacks out, like Cheerios, and she put them all over the tray. You know, the little tray that comes down? Just put bare Cheerios on the tray. I see your face right now. That's the face I was making. And then I watched the baby eating right off the tray, and I'm like, that baby's gonna be dead by midnight. That baby's not making it to tomorrow. That baby, it's gonna be like Cinderella for that baby. Once midnight comes, it's gonna turn into a dead pumpkin. Like, that is either that or this baby's gonna live forever. Like, those are either it's gonna die or it is now an X-Man. And I was watching that. I'm like, is this the new RFK vaccination plan? Like, what is? Just soak the Cheerios. You don't need vaccines. We all have airplanes. Just start eating off of them. Lick a handle. That's your flu shot. Oh, what a disaster, man.
So nice to be here. This is great. This isn't my first time in Tucson, but it's my first time
playing in a haunted house. So that's pretty exciting. That's where my career's at right now. You know, last night I played in a basement in downtown Phoenix, a desert area that shouldn't have a basement. And they had a basement that we went to through an alley, and tonight we're in a haunted house. This is great. It's wonderful. I love it. By the way, big fan. I love it. This is exactly why, I like hipsters. This is what they do. You know? Like, most people would look at this and be like, tear it down. Tear it down. We're going to make a sharp-angled condo out of this. And not hipsters. Hipsters are like, we can turn this into a hotel. And a music venue. And a bar. And another bar. And a coffee shop. And a bar. More bars. What if you can drink everywhere? I love it, because everyone who works here is an authentic hipster. They're not the fake ones who just got the ears for no reason. You know, they weren't trying to fit in. They got them. They're real hipsters. Like, they're polite and not polite, all at the same time. That's a real hipster. Real hipsters have customer service and bad customer service in the same sentence. That's how it is. We checked in, they smiled through a mask. I could tell because the crinkles in the eyes. That's how you can tell when someone smiles with the mask on. And they're like, welcome, and here's the rules. But polite, but rules, and then I'm like, I have a question, and he was gone. So it was like a mixture of welcome and unwelcome, and I like that. That's probably how this place was in the 30s, you know? I think it was nice when John Dillinger showed up here. I called him Don Dillinger because I had one cocktail. That's where I'm at. I'm a lightweight. Not eating any bread, so all it takes is one cocktail. You ever not eat bread for a day, and then you're like, oh, I get drunk from sniffing a drink. You need that bread, just so good. But yeah, it's nice we're staying at the hotel, my fiance and I, and we didn't know anything about it, other than it's a cool-looking old classic building. And then while we're in the room, it's just a tiny room with a bed and a little desk. It looks like someplace like Bukowski got drunk and wrote, you know? That's what it looks like up there. And I'm like, ooh, this is artsy. And then we sat down and then quickly found out there's no plugs. There's no... Do you need to charge anything? Well, then you don't. All right? I'm telling you, you don't. There's no plugs. And then she's like Googling the hotel. She's like, this place is cool. And she's like, oh, it says this is one of the most haunted places in the entire country. And I'm like, huh? And I go, how haunted? And she's like, well, there's like a Wikipedia page for like each room, pretty much. And she starts going down the room numbers, going, yeah, you'll wake up with a lady on your bed on that one. This one will lock you in the bathroom. And she's like, I'm waiting for our room number. That's all I'm waiting for. And I'm like, because there's no, you know what's worse than being in a haunted house? Is being in a haunted room. Because where do you go? You know? Like, it's not, there's no like, oh, maybe that's just a shadow. There are no shadows. You're in a small, everything's here, you know? You just gotta run out of there. That's terrifying. There's no TV. That's usually my defense. I've stayed in places that I assumed was haunted. I stayed at a hotel in Aiken, South Carolina. And I walked in, it looked old, and I asked the lady behind the counter, she's a very nice southern lady. And I was like, when was this place built? She's like, it was built in 1898. And I was like, wow, that's pretty old. I'm like, is it haunted? She's like, well. And I'm like, I'm looking for a hard no right now, man. I'm looking for a stern, you're fine. And she gave me a very loose, well. So that night, I spent the entire night with SportsCenter on the TV, because in my mind, that will keep the ghosts away. In my mind, the ghosts will come by like, oh, he's still watching sports highlights. We'll have to catch him later. There's no TV up there. They're gonna know. Yeah? They're gonna know. We're just ready to be terrified. I wonder, it must be fun being a ghost. You know, because it's not always just scaring people. You just get to watch people when they think they're not being watched. You know, you ever have one of those moments where you got the house to yourself and you're just naked dancing in front of a mirror, and then your significant other walks in and you're like, hey, what? I thought Tuesdays were my day, you know, like, that's what ghosts get to see all the time without the interruption. Just like, wow, that's where you're taking this, okay. Like, before I came down, my fiance was helping me put Vaseline on my taint, because I worked out this morning. We ran on the treadmill and we had breakfast afterwards, so all my sweat dried while I was sitting, and I got a little rash in the taint. And then I'm like, how am I supposed to do this show? These people are expecting me to be all suave, and I got a rashy taint. So there I am, just doing like a yoga pose in the bed. She's just putting a little bit of Vaseline on my taint, and I'm like, John Dillinger's in the corner right now. This is why I won't leave. This is why I stay. Like I'm gonna go to boring ass heaven or hell, and I'm staying right here. Watch a grown man lube up his taint. It's the dry air. Alright? It's the dry air. You need a little. I've performed here before. It's been a couple of years. And then, you know, I haven't been to Huntington Beach, but I've been seeing you guys on the news. Well done staying relevant. You know? That's good. Other cities just kind of hit and this is our time to shine. Oh, yeah. It's 3 places I saw on the news during the pandemic: Huntington Beach, Florida, and Texas. 3 of you guys were like, we're going to tell you we're doing it. All right? I guess I should have known, but I guess I didn't, you know? I always thought that about Huntington Beach, but I didn't know, and then I saw it, I'm like, I guess, yeah. Well, that makes sense. I went and got the vaccine, I got the Moderna thing, which I didn't know was such a weird thing to say out loud. That's like a divisive thing to say, I got vaccine, someone goes, what? Like, I had a friend of mine get mad at me, a childhood friend. He's like, why'd you get that vaccine? And I'm like, because I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I never went to college. I didn't like it. Like, science class? I was into it until they put math in it. Alright? Like, I liked science in middle school. We dissected a frog. We learned about something. And then in high school, I'm like, I still like science, and they're like, hey, you know how you can't do algebra? Well, we brought it into this class. It's called chemistry, and this is where you quit. And that's where I quit. That's where I quit science, right there, sophomore year. And so I never went to college. I have a 2.75 GPA from high school, which isn't stupid, it's also not smart. Just an average guy. Just average, you know, don't ask me to do the tip. The average whatever. And there was a virus, and these nerds came on my TV looking all nerdy. And they're like, hey, you should go get the vaccine. Because we went to college, longer than you went to regular school. And I'm like, okay, I'll listen to you. I don't know, in a lab coat, you know? What do I know? So I went and got the vaccine. And apparently, I think it's still 70-30, like 70% of the country has it, 30% didn't. And my friend's part of the 30, and I'm like, well, I did it because I listened to Nerds. Didn't you hear the Nerds? And he's like, yeah, I heard the Nerds, but I also listened to a jiu-jitsu podcast. And they recommended that we reconsider. And I was like, all right. And by the way, I'm not knocking you. I don't care. I don't care if you got the vaccine or didn't. I just went with the Nerds on this one. That's all. If I want to learn how to get abs when I'm 60, I'll watch the jiu-jitsu. I'll be like, these kettlebells? What are we gonna do? Just this? Just this until my girlfriend gets younger? Like, what? All those guys, that's why I'm scared. I don't want to just do this. Younger! And we're becoming R. Kelly. Too many kettlebells. I'm sorry, I just watched it last night. I waited 2 years to watch the R. Kelly one, and I was like, oh. Yeah, we're not listening to Ignition anymore. Yeah, and I mean it. I'm not one of those people. If you don't want to get the vaccine, I don't care. Do it. Don't do it. Leave me alone. I drove by, we had a protest in San Diego of like people going, I don't want the vaccine. You know, they're big signs and they're yelling it. And I drove by and I got to look at them and I'm like, you know what? I don't want them to have the vaccine. I got a good look at all of them. They all look like somebody that would keep my flight from taking off. They open their nose. And I'm like, I'm good with you, gotta have it. I'm on your side, to be quite honest. I'm vaccinated, but I'm on your team. Listen, and now we're back, I think. I don't know. I think the pandemic's over. Is it? I don't know. I don't know, but when it is over, there should be like an official statement. Quit leaving us in limbo. So we should come out and go, hey everybody, it's over. And I think that person should be Greta Thunberg. And I think that's who should do it. Do you guys know Greta Thunberg? She's the little girl he does. It's alright, I'll explain it. She's a young lady who lives in like Iceland or Norway, one of those sad countries. You know those like up there sad countries where they're like smart and well dressed, but at the same time you're like, you're sad, aren't you? Tell yourself. I think she should be the one to tell us that the pandemic's over. Give that little girl some good news to give us. Every time she shows up, it's the worst news ever. She's like the groundhog. Bad news. Every 6 weeks she comes out, she goes, hey, we're all still dying. And we're like, it's left. It's great. I was doing okay until you said that, but yeah, thank you for reminding me. And I'm not making fun of her. She's smart, and I'm not even disagreeing with what she's saying, but I'm like, she scares me. She scares me. Like, I'm not a father, and part of the reason is because I'm like, I might have a Greta Thunberg. And I'm not knocking her. I'm sure she's a wonderful child, but she's also that all the time. Can you imagine that all the time? Just a dad trying to be a dad. Say, oh, good morning, Greta. How are you? How'd you sleep? The polar ice caps are melting, Daddy. We'll all drown in seawater by noon. That's great, honey. I got some waffles ready for you. Just sit down, grab a napkin. How was ballet practice, sweetie? You got me non-biodegradable shoes. I'm gonna outgrow them in 6 weeks. Oh. Thanks, honey. It's a fear that I have. I thought the pandemic was over in March of this year, and I declared it over. I actually said it out loud to people. And I had no jurisdiction, but I saw a lot of people that had no jurisdiction yelling way worse, so I'm like, it's my turn. But I thought the pandemic was over in March of this year, because I was on a flight coming home from Kansas City, Missouri, doing some shows. And there was a lady who had a whole row to herself across the aisle, which is what we like to call first class in coach. She had the whole row to herself, and she laid down, face first into a seat cushion. Yeah, no pillow, no rolled up sweater, just face into a butt pad. And I'm like, yeah, I think the pandemic's over now. That's my reasoning. I think the pandemic's over right there, right as she's doing that. Because I was just thinking 12 months before that, just to go to the grocery store, I was dressed like I was clearing graphite off a rooftop in Chernobyl. I was wearing goggles, I had gloves, I was scared to squeeze an avocado. I was like doing Reiki over them. Like, is this one right? Is that one good? Nope. Wrong, every time. And then here we are 12 months later, and this lady's just motorboating until it's a secret. I'm like, yeah, I think the pandemic's over right there. What was I wrong? We're fine. Yeah. I didn't remember how crazy things got, like, right away. Right away, people punching each other for toilet paper. That was hilarious. I'll never fight anyone for toilet paper. I'll fight you for food. If we're out of food, I'll give it. I won't win, but I'll try. I'll put a swing in there, or at least try to entertain you for some. Something to my one skill, like, chicken wing? I might fight you for food. I'm definitely not fighting you for toilet paper. I couldn't believe that. Toilet paper? Like what? There's no running water at your house? Running water and old shirts. I was fine. Old workout shirts. I don't need fight a stranger at a Costco. Went to Texas. That was the last place I toured. We did all four states of Texas, like the big ones. I can't believe I even said it. We did San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and Austin. Those are like the big ones. And I know there's more, but we did those, and it was fun. I like Texas. Right before we went there, they changed all the laws. They're like, abortion, 6 weeks, gun, everybody. That's what we went into, which was interesting. One of the rules they took away, they said no more, you don't have to have a permit anymore to have an open carry gun. Which, my first question was, who was checking for paperwork? Who is that person that would see a guy in public with a gun and go, excuse me, sir? Do you have the proper documentation? I would never do that. If I was somewhere and someone had a gun, I'd be like, oh, obviously I'm in the wrong place. GPS got me askew. But I had a bunch of friends in Texas. They were pumped on the new law, and they posted a little picture with their gun next to their head. And that was the part that bothered me, because I think guns look cool, and they made them look so lame. They made them look so lame in the little hole. With your shirt tucked in. Just looked like an old man that clips his cell phone on his pants. What are you gonna call? What are you doing? I'm not against guns, I'm not against open carry, but if I was there, I wouldn't. It'd be in my hand like a cell phone. Alright? Walk into places. What's up? Hey. How's it going? These seats taken? What's the deal? Wait around. It's supposed to be cool, man. I shot a gun before. Last time was in Billings, Montana, which is appropriate. They had a comedy competition out there, and one of the days they took us out for a fun activity. They took us to a gun range. They took 26 of the most irresponsible people on the planet to a gun range, and I thought there would be more rules, and there wasn't. There's just one guy in shorts. And he clearly loved these guns more than he loved people. Like, each gun that he described, he was just like, and I'm like, do you want to be alone? Like, he loved these guns. And he was just like, have at him. And I was like, I thought there'd be more rules. But there wasn't. I shot a handgun called the Judge, which I never understood the appeal of the gun until I shot one. And I'm like, ah! It feels so good. You just feel it in your bone marrow. You know, this. And I was like having dreams about it. I'm judge, jury, and executioner. Like, I was just feeling so good, you know? I shot big guns too. They had like AR-15s and AK-47s, which I was really scared to shoot those. Because I grew up on action movies, alright? I grew up on like Sylvester Stallone and Rambo. Remember, he'd always be shirtless, like holding on to those guns. He was ripped. It looked like it took all of his muscles to keep the guns straight. I don't have any of those, alright? I don't know how deceiving the shirt is, but I don't have any of those. I also don't have any baby oil. Like, I wasn't prepared. And I was scared to shoot it. I'm like, I don't think I have the equipment to keep it that way. Like, I was scared I was just gonna go, oh no! I think I just won the comedy competition. I've been in a self-help mode. This is a pandemic, and then, you know, you just try to get better as a person, so I started going to therapy. I've been to 3 therapy sessions. And one person wooed, everyone's like, I don't like that he's opening up this quick. We're 5 minutes into this set. Are we talking about your feelings? Feelings? I just came from jiu-jitsu. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Feelings? But yeah, I got signed up for therapy because I'm 34, and I came to the realization that I'm best at expressing myself and talking to people by doing this. This is how I prefer to interact with human beings. By being on stage where I'm elevated, illuminated, amplified, and I want it to be frowned upon if you interrupt me. That's how I want to communicate with humans. And I'm like, you better get this checked out. And I was dead on. There was a problem. I went to therapy. I was scared to go to therapy. I've never gone to therapy. I don't talk about my feelings. Let's start in here. That's for in here. Oh, I got a problem. Keep it in there. Don't let it out. You're going to scare people off. If you let out these ideas out here, you're going to scare people off, which is stupid. Because during the pandemic, everyone's let their ideas out, and they've just formed groups. That Capitol riot, that was someone's idea in here. And for his entire life, he's like, I gotta keep this in here. I'm gonna scare people off if I have this idea. And then he yelled it out, and some dude dressed like a yak appeared next to him. And he's like, that's a great idea. And before I knew it, they had hundreds of thousands of people over there going, get in there. So I was scared. I was scared to release the inner thoughts, you know? So anyway, I started going to therapy, and I was terrified to go to therapy because I didn't know I'm not supposed to talk about my feelings. I'm going to go tell them to a stranger that I'm pain. Like, I don't know, it just felt weird. And the only way I can describe it, if you've never been to therapy, the only way I can describe it, it's like a job interview where you have to be honest. Imagine that. Imagine going on a job interview but you can't do any of the bullshit answers. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, my biggest setback, I care too much. Sometimes I care too much, you know, can't do any of that. Imagine that, going to a job interview and just be like, yeah, I'm just doing this until something better comes along. Anything, yeah, I'll be late 15 minutes every day. And that uniform, yeah, I'll wear that for the first couple of days, but that's going to get lost, definitely. Imagine that, going to a job interview where you have to talk about yourself because you have to be honest, and at the end, you never find out if you get the job. That's what going to therapy is like. It's like going to a job interview where you have to be honest, at the end, they never tell you how you did. You just kind of leave by going, that's it for today. And then I went home, my fiance was like, how did it go? And I'm like, I don't think I got it. I don't think I got that job at all. And for some reason, I got a callback interview next week at the same time. We're going to figure out if I get